Live, trance, and prosper. Hi, I'm Professor Brian David Phillips, and this short video is going to be tips for erotic hypnosis. Over the years, as some of you may know, I've talked a lot of people into orgasms. And when I say I talked them into orgasms, I mean I literally talked and they had orgasms. Because I am a hypnotist who knows his way around the orgasm. I don't need the evil laugh here because there's nothing evil or wrong about it. A lot of folks, they see my name up there and they see erotic hypnosis. Well, that guy's a bad guy. No, I'm a good guy, or I pretend to be one in real life. Seriously, there's a lot of baggage to things like erotic hypnosis and sexuality in general. And there shouldn't be. It's perfectly natural, it's normal, and it's incredibly helpful to lead a healthy life and enhance your relationships. There's a number of reasons why people might seek out erotic hypnosis. And in this video, I'm speaking mostly about recreational, adult recreational, consenting adult recreational erotic hypnosis. I'm not talking about therapeutic hypnosis, although that's awesome too. And if you have sexuality or relationship issues, I absolutely encourage you to seek out a competent, trained, professional hypnotherapist. This video is more for the erotic recreationalists. That is, regular folks like you. Well, maybe not me because I already know how to do it, but regular folks who don't need to be trained hypnotherapists to enjoy erotic hypnosis to enhance their sexuality, their sex lives, their relationships. What are some reasons folks might seek out recreational erotic hypnosis? Well, it might increase your awareness to things like touch, mind, and sensation. You become more sensitive in a positive way. You can control pleasure during and or after your trance work. You can last longer if you need to last longer, or you can just get right to the point. It can induce, and this is something people ask me for a lot, hands-free orgasms, as if I don't need my hand to have an orgasm. Well, you don't need your hands to have an orgasm. And you don't need to touch someone for them to bring you to orgasm. You can simply say a word. Boom. Make a sound. Or give a look. And your trance partner has a very nice, wonderful experience. As you can see from the videos that I have running in the background of this particular talk, I do it a lot with men or women. When I talk folks into orgasm, I don't care who they are. Well, I do care. I care about you. But to me, it doesn't matter if you're male or female or straight or gay. I'm not actually, as a practicing professional hypnotist, I'm not actually having sex with you. I only have sex with my consenting adult partners. Make that singular. Partner, my wife, who I love deeply. But I'm happy to guide you and train you, teach you how to do this stuff. Or you can take my video courses. I have a lot of them. I have very comprehensive courses on this subject. Video courses for home study that you can use. But you can also get books and things like that. If you go to my website, www.briandavidphillips.net, I do have an extensive resource that is free on getting started in erotic hypnosis. And I have links to other people's books. I'm okay with you learning from someone else, but please take my courses too. Yay! Some other things, it might enhance your role play or help you live out a fantasy. say you got a thing about werewolves. Werewolves? Where do you get that? Or cats. And you can actually, I've worked with folks who have actually, they've had erotic experiences in the furry type, but they really did feel the fur without a complicated outfit. And so they feel the fur on their body. They feel their shape change, that sort of thing. It's a wonderful way to play with fantasy. You pop on a couple wings and feel yourself in the air having sex, because angels need sex to go to space for a fantasy and meet the aliens. You know the kind, the hentai kind with all the appendages. Or other things. You can experience something that's taboo or that you would be too uncomfortable doing in your regular real life, and you can experience that in fantasy viscerally. Okay? If you can imagine it while you're in hypnosis, you feel it as if it's real. Maybe you could transform a kink or a fetish, play around with that, or just let go and relax around matters dealing with your own sexuality. Lots of good reasons for it. You can enhance your connection with your trans partner or your partner, your consenting adult partner, and enhance the experience of emotional connection during lovemaking. It could be a tool during BDSM. Some of the folks watching this video I know are into DS or B&D and BDSM. I had a friend who years ago was fond of saying when he went to kink parties that he would tell people that he didn't need ropes to tie people up. I'm a hypnotist. We don't need ropes. And that's true. If you go to my YouTube channel or my website, you can see bondage without ropes. You just stick them on the wall, they're stuck. They have all sorts of wonderful experiences. You can intensify the feelings of your orgasms. And erotic hypnosis, therapeutic erotic hypnosis, although this video is not necessarily for that. You can overcome shame or guilt. A lot of us, when we were children, our parents and the church just pounded in a lot of guilt about sexuality. Some of it misguided. Some of it came from a good heart, but the heart was that love was twisted, and so you end up as an adult with all sorts of baggage related to an incredibly natural and wonderful part of being human. And so a therapist can help you out with that. But erotic hypnosis can help you, baby steps, things like that. Helps you get turned on. Maybe you're at a stage in your life where you're having difficulty just getting into the mode. And erotic hypnosis can help you with that. Fulfill your fantasies. Have great orgasms. I'm a dude. I know how to have an orgasm. But did you know that you can have an awesome orgasm? That is so much more than any. Seriously, there's something that I developed, which if you go to my website, you can check it out. It's called folded orgasms. Where I can take a regular orgasm, like a sheet of paper, and fold that. Now it's twice as intense. Fold that at 8 times 16. You can fold orgasms through hypnosis, through erotic hypnosis, and have some absolutely wonderful experiences. Now, hands-free orgasms, those are simple, those are straightforward. Check out my website. But let's go on to some things that, how can you try erotic hypnosis? And I said try, but there is no try. There is only do. How can you get started? Well, find a hypnotist you can trust. You can also work on this yourself, and I do have resources on learning how to do it. My experience has been that folks have the most positive experiences when they are working with a hypnotist. Recreationally, that would be a consenting adult partner. Now, I have home study courses that you can take and learn how to do this yourself. If you take a workshop with a competent, trusted authority on the subject, you do tend to get it quicker. But yeah, you can do the next best thing and take a video course, or if you need to, read a book. But when you are seeking out a hypnotist, you need to decide how you want your session to go. And this is true with a trained, competent hypnotist or a partner and you're experimenting with things. What would you like to get out of the experience? Set some ground rules together. All right. Manage your expectations of what you can accomplish with your partner and yourself. Don't get discouraged if it doesn't come out the way you hoped the first time. Try again. Get better. But you can. I mean, get good. You can get good with more experience and more practice. And also being upfront and open and honest with yourself and your partner about what you hope happens and what you expect. Communicate with your partner. Be thoughtful about what suggestions you give and be gentle. No, seriously. I mean, sometimes it looks like we're being, aha, boom, boom, boom. But really, you do need to be gentle with your partner and with yourself, okay? When you talk with your hypnotist, safety and consent are kind of something you need to think about. I'm really big on consent. You go to my YouTube channel, my website, you see a lot of discussion about consent. I believe strongly in informed consent, okay? And I know you can go online and you can find folks who say, learn how to hypnotize anyone with just snapping your fingers and they will come and they will want your throbbing hard manhood inside them because you are the master. Now, that's hyperbole and BS and nonsense. You need consent. And I mean, come on, don't be a dick. Consent. If your dream is to manipulate others, then why are you watching this video? This is not the video for you because I'm going to tell you the truth, which is life doesn't work that way. It really doesn't. So safety and consent, staying within the parameters of whatever your trance partner's desires and limits are. That's very important. If your partner is not interested in exploring sexual experiences with people of an inappropriate gender, don't suggest it to them. If your partner has no interest in group sex, don't have them feel as if you're in a crowd of people having sex with you. Don't do that. The ramifications psychologically to your the emotional health of your trance partner as well as your relationship with them hangs in the balance. Stay within the areas of consent and manage your session to fit that within the parameters of what you've agreed with. Okay? Do that. You might want to discuss any medical conditions that the person has so that you can tread lightly over certain things. Any sexual trauma they might experience that they don't want to revisit, or that certain things might get to them. I mean, if your partner is afraid of spiders, don't put them in the sexy spider queen's lair, which would be an odd thing to do without discussing, so don't do that anyway. Any trigger words you might have or they might have. Trigger words are words that I don't mean that, oh, I'm triggered. I mean in the sense of in hypnosis, we may set what are called trigger words so that, that's a trigger for some folks. Or boom. can be a trigger for some folks. And boom is a nice trigger for orgasms, but notice that when I say it, when I use it with a consenting adult partner, I set that trigger to be contextual. So just any random idiot saying boom isn't going to set them off. I know that sounds cool, but don't do it. You want to make it context sensitive, so set your triggers carefully. And make sure you know what the objective of the session is. And whether or not, and this is true of recreational hypnosis as well as therapeutic hypnosis, is touch allowed and would it be useful? Some recreational hypnosis, erotic hypnosis, is in the context of a previously consenting adult relationship. And if you're already having sexual relations with the person, then touch may be more than helpful because you can actually take it further and you have sex while still in hypnosis. That can be awesome. You feel my penis deep inside you and it's growing and giving you more and more pleasure. Feel it. Ooh, oh, so deep. Oh, so wonderful. Or whatever you're into in that context. If you're not in a previously established sexual relationship with this consenting adult partner, then you want to know if touch is appropriate. And touch needs to be within the context of maybe touch them on the shoulder or the upper arm, but never, you don't say, is it okay if I touch you? No, it needs to be appropriate touch. And you must make your agreements on what's appropriate. I actually prefer that you state it outright, that you don't leave anything to second guessing, that you actually say, here are the parameters we can do. And you stick to that agreement. And then you're okay. Ask them to, with your hypnotist, ask to program a safe word. And program appropriate triggers. A safe word's nice during a session where they can say this. They're always free to say whatever word, and you immediately terminate the experience. They should be able to terminate the experience, but if they start to get uncomfortable, they should always have that ability. And sometimes there are folks who get locked into it so much that they forget that they can quit at any time. And so I like to tell them, here's what you do. And if at any time you feel uncomfortable, just think this word or say this word, and I'll move into, if you say it, I'll move into a different thing. Or if you just pop yourself out of trance at any time and you want to take a breather, that's fine too. Always have their comfort, your trance partner's comfort, and their sensibilities in mind. Keep that clear. Know the boundaries. What are your boundaries? What are their boundaries? Whether or not you're going to be using a safe word, I recommend it. A lot of folks don't set one up formally, but reinforce the idea. At any time you're uncomfortable, you just let me know and we'll move to something else. What are their triggers, if any, and what kind of triggers would they like to have? There are orgasm triggers and there are arousal triggers. Check out my YouTube channel or my website and look for discussions on arousal versus orgasm, and you'll see how I feel about those two types of triggers and which is genuine. They're both valuable, but which one is more valuable? And once again, with triggers, you're going to set post-hypnotic triggers. So anytime I do this, you have an exciting, wonderful orgasm. Yay! And then they're driving and some idiot's going to go, yeah, and set those triggers so when they're driving, doesn't work. All right? Because don't be an idiot. Be safe. And if they're on the phone with their boss, probably don't want to do that. Okay? What are some things that could enhance the recreational erotic hypnosis experience? Sex toys. I mean, if you're not using hypnosis, sex toys are a good idea. If you are an adult and you are in a sexual relationship with another consenting adult, get some sex toys. They're good for you and they're good for them. Having oral sex. Some folks have issues with oral sex. They really want to get good at it. They want to be better at it, but they have some blocks, often caused by that baggage from when they were kids. If you want to bring in bondage, they want to have the ropes. Don't need ropes. You seriously, you don't need ropes. You can just lock them in. But if they're interested in that, hypnosis can help them. Exploring multiple orgasms for men and women. Yay. Now, those are some things about recreational erotic hypnosis. I just felt like it's a good time right now. We just are coming out of Chinese New Year. And we are now in Valentine's season coming up. Oh, just a few days away. And so, learning erotic hypnosis to explore with your consenting adult partner, hey, seems like a great time to do it. You can do that with your partner and have some really interesting experiences. In fact, if you go to my website right now, when I'm recording this video, you'll find there's a holiday sale. The holiday sale is from Chinese New Year through, actually before Chinese New Year, through Valentine's. It finishes February 14th. But I have video courses that are on sale right now, as well as audio sessions and things like that. My comprehensive courses go from zero to hero for erotic hypnosis and for other topics, influence, psychic hypnosis, which isn't what most people think, so be sure to read the descriptions first, and more. And if you order them now, they're at massive discounts. They're very valuable. They're worth the fee at full price. And so right now you can get them much lower. Check those out. Check out my website. I mean, my website has buckets and buckets of digital information that's free, as well as for members, but a lot of information that's free. There's no obligation to buy. For folks with an interest in hypnosis, erotic hypnosis, or other types of hypnosis. I'm not just the guy who talks people into orgasms. I also do a lot of other things in the hypnosis world. Speed hypnosis, for instance. I'm very well known for that. And more. Esoteric hypnosis. Some things that, I'm the weird guy. And by weird, I mean W-Y-R-D. And so check out the website. I hope this video has been helpful and useful to you. Be sure to check out our website and our specials right now. Please be safe, be sane, and absolutely be consensual. And during these trying times, this is filmed during the big pandemic, please also be healthy. Stay safe and healthy. Wear your mask. Get vaccinated. Get your booster. Do everything you can to be safe and healthy. And keep your loved ones near and dear. For now, though, this is Professor Brian David Phillips wishing you well. Gong Xi Fa Cai. Happy New Year. Happy Valentine's. And more. Live trance and prosper.